away, could you? The Lord of the River. Real Outdoors, Darth Thrifter. Oh, Real Outdoors and Darth Thrifter. That's all we got. At least we got the OGs in here. So what I got today, since I left everything at work, is that little Rapala Rebel. That's all I got. I left my little jigs that I got from Jighead Jones in my lunchbox at work. I got a couple rooster tails. I left them in there too, and I just rushed out. Well, that's the way it goes when you got no time to do anything. Y'all doing okay today? Hey, Jason. Jason Keener. Oh man. First leaf fish of the day. It's not actually too hot today. I don't think it's in the, I think it's about the 80, 88, 89. It may be a little hotter than that. When I first walked up, there were, I guess I spooked some little bass, maybe 4 or 5 inches. I don't know if this thing's gonna do anything today. We gotta slow roll it because of this current. Trying to get me into all the brush. Yeah, I was excited. I went online and got some jig heads and some rooster tails and all that on the Bass Pro website. Found some other little goodies. Darth and Reel, I'm gonna send y'all some things that I found. I ain't gonna tell you what it is, but I bet you can guess. Just gotta get to the post office. But those jig heads I got, or the Jighead Jones baits that I got, I was hoping to try them because they got the Helgramites, and then I ordered some Helgramites off of the Bass Pro website. But alas, I left them because I ran out. Got all the way to the door, realized I left my keys, so I went back, and that's just the way it goes. Today's one of those days. We had football last night. My oldest is a cheerleader, so she had to cheer, and they didn't leave there till after 9. Then when we got to the house, we had to, shower, eat. It was just a mess. I think I got in bed at 11:30. Yeah, Darth, I was hoping to get jiggy with it. I'm probably gonna get dangly with it instead. But I've been here a few times before, and of course this is where I did my first live. And there's a couple little bass in here. There's some nice brim, long ears, and sunfish. I haven't really caught anything else. Tomorrow we're gonna go to the other side of this creek, and hopefully I'll remember all the Helgramites and all the rooster tails that I bought, because I kind of can't wait. To try those. Outdoors with Joe. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'm just fishing real quick on my lunch break. Just to see. I was hoping to try some things that I bought and some stuff that I had sent to me by Mr. Jighead Jones, but I forgot to grab it on my way out of work. So we were just gonna mess with this. Luckily I had this in the cup holder, or we'd have just sat here and talked the whole time, which is fine with me too. Just seeing who was in here. hardest part about, I guess, the kind of time that I have to go fishing is if I don't go in the evening around 5. The only other time I have to go is about this time, 11, 12, and it's in the heat of the day as it is, not to mention top of the day at noon. Ain't nothing gonna. So that is, if anybody's keeping count, that's number 2, the leaf fish. They're thick in this creek right here. I don't know if there's anything over this way, but let's try this way. What did you say? Shooting in the creek. I know. Darth, I watched as much as I could. I was driving. Of course, I'm a bad boy, and I watch lives, and I text my wife, and yeah, I'll tell you what, it's a little breezy today. It doesn't feel near as muggy as it has been, but it's not bad today. Yeah, I'd have taken some of your weather yesterday for sure, because it was nasty out this way. It was. But I tell you, being down here, I'm gonna go have them in any certain order. So what they say is you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. Be truer. Get me out of the weeds there. But I think it starts to cool off about September out this way. This part of the creek it's got a few deep spots. Ian, how are you? Thank you, I appreciate that. This part of the creek, Ian, there's a few, like I was saying, there's a few deep holes, and there's some brim and some bass in this spot, and I've caught a couple of each. It just depends on what you're using. Sometimes early morning, late evening is the best. And of course, right now I've only got a few minutes to fish on my lunch break, and I told them they can have it for a half hour. I'm getting out of the shop. It just gets it just wears on you. But these bass are probably hole up in one of them deep spots. I thought about walking over another area down the way, but I don't want to sink up to my knees in mud, so we're just gonna hang out right here and talk for a little bit. Maybe catch a fish and maybe get skunked. Oh, I think we got a dangler. Yep. Weather permitting, and we got time. Okay, dog. How are you, sir? Hang on one second. Let's see about this right quick one time. It's so funny how when you lose service, you lose everybody. You got a call from the doctor. Oh, it's okay. Trying to get y'all set up. This is so weird to do on my phone. I'm so used to watching y'all. Is it working? I'm so used to watching y'all. Pixelated and buffering. Yeah, freaking sucks. Woo. Look, I don't know if y'all can see it, but man, there's some bass cutting up right here. There they go. Maybe we can catch us one. I don't know where they went. Yeah, two little, I don't know, 9-10 inch. I don't know how y'all measure y'all's bass. They're probably about a pound a piece. They just swam through the creek and cut up. Another leaf fish. Dirty, dangling around work. Suggest Prism. Yeah, I see y'all. I see y'all get on that Prism, and is that Darth? Is that an app that I just need to download it or what? K Dog, I like it. Yeah, K Dog, I think changed. I think K Dog went ahead and changed his whole channel name, and it fits. A free app, okay. I will. You're welcome, K Dog. Real Outdoors is gonna be super mad at me because he's the last one to get modded. Don't tell him. Pretend that y'all were last. Just reading through. Prism Live. I'll have to try the Prism Live. Like I said, I see y'all use it, and I don't have anything to worry about with the, super chats and gifts just yet. I know y'all talk about not being able to see them when they come through. But it's probably just going to be us talking today. Dorothy, you don't have to say thank you. You're like a legend. All y'all. I'm just a little old guy from Alabama. Yeah, K-Pup ain't a pup no more. He's a full-grown dog. Of course, we knew he had that dog in him. I guess these fish are gonna eat this thing. I never have luck with this, with these little things right here. I stick with the grubs, and I stick with the like rooster tails and little chatterbaits, things like that. Thanks for the blue. You're welcome, Real Outdoors. You're an OG. Yeah, I'm trying not to let it ruin my day. I hate when I get so scatterbrained. Of course, I'm running on about 5 hours of sleep. We didn't go to bed till almost midnight last night. Yeah, Darth, go up the dam. Shimmy the wall. That's where all the single fish are. But he knew that. That's why he told you to. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I saw it buffering, and I mean that's all I can see. I can't. I guess I can see what y'all see, but I don't know what it looks like on the computer or on the phone. I guess those bass spooked off. They probably saw me getting excited, and when I saw them, they were out of there. I think this is 3 or 4 leaf fish so far. School me once, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. I like seeing all these channels that I remember seeing in y'all's lives and talking to you and stuff. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me just for a minute. We're just fishing this little creek for a second. I was telling the guys a minute ago, I had plans. I went to Academy, and I tell you what, I was about to go live in Academy and just let y'all see what I was picking out, but I had 7% on my phone, and well, that didn't work out. But I got some jigs and some little crappie looking things with the spinners on them, but I forgot all my soft plastics that Jighead Jones sent. I forgot them at work. So UP, how are you? There he is. There's Mr. Bill. How are you, Mr. Bill? We just trying this creek for a second. I saw two big bass, and they ran off fast as they could because they knew K-Dog was in here. Yeah, UP, I appreciate that. I've seen you in a few of the other guys. I believe Mr. Darth and Mr. Real Outdoors and all them. We just hanging out. I wish I could stay all day because I don't want to go back. Down south of the house. I caught the tail end of his yesterday. I didn't click on it, of course, because, you know, bad juju and all. But I think he was 20 or 30. I don't know what's going on. I think either the kids are back in school, so there ain't nobody. His fan base is back in school. But, yeah, he's, and, you know, I hate talking bad about people secretly. Secretly hate it. Who am I kidding? I don't mind. I'll talk to y'all and my wife, that's about it. But he's just, I don't know. His energy is something else. I just can't. I can't with that one. Can't do it. More bait changing unless, what? What'd you say? More bait changing unless fishing. I wish I had a cow reel. I could measure how deep this creek is. It looks about a quarter cow deep from here. 300 viewers, top kept 100 the whole stream. That was a pretty awesome. That was a pretty awesome live yesterday, Darth. I enjoyed it. I want to know where those bass went. It almost looks like there's one hanging over there. It's so hard to tell. Quarter cow deep, yeah. Yeah, it's about a quarter cow. We're gonna get hooked up here in a second, and not in a good way. There it is. Yeah, just to show y'all, that's what I'm using. Just that Rapala Rebel. What was he, about a 2-inch? About 2 inch or so, I guess. That's all I had in my cup holder in my truck. But tomorrow we'll get the Helgramites out. We'll get the Jighead Jones little jig baits out. Might end up catching a little something tomorrow. Yeah, I watched a little bit of Jighead Jones this morning. I forget where he's at. I think he's in Pennsylvania. He may be somewhere else. Tried to catch a little bit of his live, and then of course my friends didn't go live, so I couldn't watch them. Being on the bush. Yeah, well, with K Dog at the helm, and I know there's a few things, like I've said in a couple of my lives. I don't want anybody talking about my God or my mama. Well, they could say that I don't know how to fish or throw a throw a spinner bait, cast over there by the wet stuff. Um, and at some point, I imagine it'll get pretty annoying, especially for you guys that see. This is my third live. I've only been doing a couple of them. Y'all been doing hundreds, so y'all have heard and seen it all. And I imagine it gets pretty taxing. But I don't blame you, Darth. I don't blame you one bit. I'm gonna try to cast over underneath that little bridge area. Uh, if y'all watched, so Saturday, Darth and Rhino Hooks did a dual live, and that was so cool. I enjoyed that. That was awesome. I think Jason and Rhino went live too. I caught a few minutes of that as well, and I think Rhino and Real go live together Saturday. Eat up people. Fish murderer. I know. Darth, it's it. I feel for you, brother. It's some of that stuff you almost just have to laugh at it. I hope y'all saw that cast. But yeah, you're hurting the fish. Stop. He died. I told somebody yesterday in a live. I can't remember whose live it was, but I told them we were talking about dark water and how different the fish that are in that dark water look like compared to like a see-through, like clear water. Uh, I caught a fish down at a pond, and he was so dark that he didn't even look at eyes. I imagine he's blind. He's just so dark. And he was saying the fish died. The fish died. I said, well, I watched him swim off. I imagine he's not dead, but they just want something to say. Yeah, I was watching Darth. I was watching y'all's the duel live, and I mean, y'all weren't pushing the numbers that you pushed, Darth. Just because it may just because Rhino's channel's a little bit smaller than yours, so it may not have that much reach. I don't know how the algorithm works as far as that goes, but it was. I mean, y'all had steady traffic, and everybody had a good time. But it's just nice because it feels like an interview while you're fishing. It's like drinking coffee and talking at the same time, instead of just sitting there by yourself. But banter back and forth and whatnot. Yeah, real. That'll be cool. I know Darth said in his lives that he didn't get the. You're the only. You're the only YouTuber I like to watch. I like to watch more YouTubers. I'll be honest. I've only got a couple YouTubers that I really like to watch. Darth and Real being one of them. I enjoyed watching K-Dog the other day. Him and I'm not sure if that was his grandson with him or maybe his son that caught that bass. I think he caught a bass on some chicken or something. But yeah, I imagine it would, Darth. And I don't. Maybe you know why that is. Like I said, I'm a little new to this. I'm definitely new to the live stuff, but I'm new to this YouTube stuff, but I like them. Hey, Greg. Yeah, we probably got 4 or 5 minutes left. I was only gonna fish for about a half hour or so until they start missing me. Hey, ripping it up. How are you? Rippin can go live now. Rippin, I think you were live. You said something about stuttering. I wouldn't worry about it. I ramble and I talk about dumb crap, and I just keep spouting because it's probably that fill the void ADHD. Something's got to be happening, you know, for me at least. But then sometimes I'll be talking like I am now and concentrating on what I'm doing, and I'll just for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'll come right back to what I was saying like I've been talking the whole time. I'm just glad 9 of y'all wanted to hang out for half a second because this sucks. I left all my stuff that I was planning on using at work, and I was excited about the jigs, and I was excited about using Jighead Jones's homemade baits, or I don't know what you call it when y'all make your own baits. Look, another leaf fish. I love it. Yeah, Rippin, definitely don't apologize, because that's the beauty of this is anybody, we hope they don't, but anybody that gets on here and watches your stuff or joins in on your live, they're doing it voluntarily. So if they don't like what you're doing, they can leave, and that's fine. As long as they like the channel first. I mean, like the live, and give you a subscribe, I'd be all right with that. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me just for a minute. I'm gonna cast a couple more times and then we'll walk back to the truck. And we'll say our goodbyes. Or y'all can ride with me back to work, I don't care. Sometimes I'm sad that we can't talk no more. When I'm watching Darth's lives and he leaves us at the river and goes home without us. This thing's got some good action, but there ain't nothing in here that wants it. Ooh, I got all the way back in there. Y'all be ready for the weather to cool down, because it's trying to. It's not near as hot today. Oh, I know. And Darth, the way you do your lives, I mean, you're on there for 4, 5, 6 hours, you know, 3, 4 hours, and like the lives that I've been doing just in my spare time here recently is, 30 minutes. This one will be about 30, 40 minutes, and then the first one was like an hour and 15, and it's still, the sign off is for me, it's always weird. We'll catch them next time. Y'all be good. Thank y'all for hanging out. I mean, that's always how I've done my long form sign offs. But I mean, alive is that they're there, whether they're driving down the road or laying in bed, they're there at their real time, and you can pause it and buffer back and whatnot. But I thought we'd have more punks in here today, but like I said, I guess they're back in school. All right, we'll throw a few more times under the bridge on this side, and then we'll have to go. It's a little bit different. A little bit different when I'm during the day versus at night at work, because I can't just come back whenever I want. I've got about 15 people that I do inspects 4 during the day and only 2 to 4 people at night. Personal. Yeah, I started this thing. Y'all are gonna laugh. Without my wife's permission. Just we run everything by each other, and she's all about privacy, and I am too, to an extent, which is why I don't say certain things or say certain things on here. And I say all that to say this: she's not ready for me to show my face yet. So at some point, this channel's almost a year old, December 16th, I think. But when I show my face, it'll look a little different. It'll be a little different. I mean, my face may look a little different. Y'all probably be like, all right, turn the camera back around. We'll go back to fishing. Yeah, Darth, that's exactly what I did. I said, hey, about 2 weeks later, I said, hey, so I did a thing. She said, what? I said, I started a YouTube channel. I thought she hung up on me. She just got real quiet. And she's like, you're not showing our address, are you? You're not showing your face, are you? And she just didn't want me to jeopardize our privacy, which is understandable. There's some Looney Tunes out there, man. But everyone, no, I get it, Darth. You support everyone. Can't watch everyone. I tell you what, I have a lot of people on my channel that I follow, but that's not saying that I watch them every single day. I mean, you just can't, So I get it for sure. And I try to. That angler up with Brant. He's out of Pensacola, but he fishes down here on the Alabama Gulf Coast a lot. And I mean, he's probably got 300 subs. 300,000 subs or so. So he's got a decent following. And I enjoy watching the Gulf Coast just to see what I'm doing wrong and what they're doing right. Wait, you see my face after. Yeah, I'm ready for that, Darth. I'm ready to see you freshly shaven in a creepy way. I'm ready, in the most creepy way. All right, y'all. Rich Toll 417. That's my dad. Y'all give Down South. I guess it'd be Down South Senior, since I'm the original Down South. Y'all say hey to him. And look at there. Stickfish. It's a limb brim, and he got off. Remind me of my son. Thanks, Dad. Hit Down South Senior. Yeah, Rich Toll 417's my dad. He does, if y'all are into singing and guitar playing and just that raw, unplugged kind of stuff. I don't necessarily know that you're on here for followers, Dad. But y'all could go sub to him if you wanted to, if you felt like it, and check out some of his videos singing and playing the guitar. Yeah, Darth's a good guy. He's out in Wisconsin, does a lot of creek fishing, and I thoroughly enjoy watching his stuff. It's great to hang out. And he is the original Dirty Dangler. Yeah, Darth's gonna shave the dangler off completely. Who's that went to the doctor the other day? Superfly? Superfly said he was going to get his dangler cut off. Yeah, I'm more of a clean-shaven dangler myself. We almost had a dangler earlier, but it dangled off. But I guess we're going to head back. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Tomorrow maybe we'll catch some fish. I may go back this evening because like I said, I left all my stuff at work. So go back and get it all. And then I'll be at work till 8. So I may could go back out this afternoon, about 4 or 5. But Darth and Real Outdoors and all them will be live, so I don't want to steal their thunder, take all their subscribers away. Okay, dog, you'll be in our prayers, buddy. Yeah, it's getting old's not fun. The way the world is now, with all the things that, hang on, yeah, look at this. It just dropped down. It just dropped down into my finger. This is a party foul. Party foul. Hold on. Look at the sky for a minute. Whew. All right, that was fun. All right, Mr. Bill. Yeah, luckily that hook was small, so it didn't get me too bad, but not stuck with Taco Tuesday. Yeah, that Darth, I was hanging onto that pole, and as I was setting it up against my truck, see, now it will stop bleeding. I was setting it up against my truck, and it slipped down. That was a good one. But all right, well, I'm gonna head back to work. Y'all wanna ride with me? Y'all leaving? Got 6 of y'all in here. If I could stop bleeding.